It's Coffee Talk on FM 94.7 and AM 1450, and it's time for the Insider Report with Everett Hughes. Good morning, Everett.
Good morning, Doug. How you doing today?
I'm doing good. How about yourself?
Well, I have a confession to make.
Really?
I gave somebody the wrong advice.
What? Everett Hughes?
Unbelievable. He came in, and he has a parent that lives with him. And so, of course, this is what happens when you don't keep up with everything that you should be keeping up with. So, of course, the parent's a dependent. But oh, no, I told him. No, I said, but the parent doesn't qualify you to file as head of household. And I told him that last year, and I told him that again this year. And then he called back and said, "Are you sure?" I said, "Okay." I had him on the phone. I said, "Let me look." So I did some immediate research. And here's what I found out. And this is a double whammy in favor of the taxpayer. The parent that you have living in your home, now you have to provide over 50% of the cost of their support, okay? But the parent living in your home, if that parent is a dependent, you are qualified to file head of household. Now, in the past, it had to be a child, okay?
Well, now, when did that change?
Well, I have to go back and look. But it was always, it had to be a child. You could always deduct the parent as a dependent, as long as you provided over 50% of the cost of their support. But now, a parent qualifies you to file head of household. So I told this fellow, I said, "Okay, I'll amend both returns." Of course, now, Doug, he said, "Well, how much more are you going to charge me for that?" I go, "Absolutely nothing." I've done the research. It was my mistake. I amended both returns. But here's what listener land needs to understand.
Okay.
You might want to amend your returns, Doug, because if you put your parent down, if you're a single person with mom or dad living at home, and you put him down as a dependent, the difference in his income bracket was $2,000 a year in additional refund when we amended the two returns.
Wow.
$2,000 a year. But wait, there's more, as you've heard.
Okay.
It's always been that you could deduct the parent as a dependent, and they didn't have to live with you.
Mm-hmm.
Okay? Well, not only can you deduct them if they don't live with you, but they don't have to live with you, and you can still file as head of household, even if they're not living with you.
As long as you're helping to supply some of their needs?
As long as they are your dependent. I've met more than one taxpayer who has literally been taking care of mom or dad or both,
Mm-hmm.
and their mom and dad are still living in their own home, and the taxpayer's son or daughter is actually paying over 50% of the cost of their support. And now we get into multiple support agreements, and we can do that too, but that's a whole other show. But mom and dad do not have to actually be residing in your home for you still to be able to file them not only as dependents, but as the head of household filing status.
You just have to show proof that you're supplying more than 50% of their needs.
Right.
Okay.
But you can file head of household. So, and, it's something that I didn't know as much as I thought I did. But the taxpayer, my client brought it to my attention. I did the research, and I thought, you know what? I said, this is going to be next Wednesday's show. And so here we are.
Well, but that's good that we know that. And the thing is that's
cool.
how things can change. And you're willing to say, hey, look, belly up to the bar. I made a mistake. Let's fix it. And it doesn't cost them anything.
Not only that, they got $2,000 refunds that they wouldn't have.
Yeah.
But here's the deal.
Real quick.
We're almost done?
Yes.
Okay.
Well, we can have people give you a call and ask you more questions.
Please do.
533-4131. And don't forget the website.
And all of the shows are at everetthughes.com.